This is the biggest show yet.
What's up, Joe?
I am Mike Tyson.
Joe, what's up,
Hey, yo,
baby?
Mike. This shit right here, this how I come on my show, Mike. You hear this shit? Woo!
I love it.
Woo! Woo!
Well,
Hey, yo, Mike.
I
I am Mike Tyson, Brooklyn's own.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, let me tell you something, Mike. You know, I always rock Jordans, but my man Kanye especially, he knew I was coming on with you because I was talking to him about getting on. And he sent me a pair of these Kanye's back here. So if they see something different, it's because my brother, you know, he goes all out. So he sent me a pair of sneakers. So I'll put them
Kanye
up back
sent you
there.
those?
Yeah, he sent it to me personally. Shout out to the Kardashian family, Kanye West, all of them.
Kanye better send me some fucking sneakers, too.
Yo, I am Mike. Look, it's so much to talk about with you. It's an honor. You know, I do this every night. Last night we had Andrew Wang, the guy, the Asian American brother who went for president. This guy's intelligent. He's giving back to the hood. We have Van Jones, Michael Blackson. Every day we got somebody crazy. Today, you are by far, if you stepped off right now, the biggest person on the Fat Joe show. You are Iron
Joe,
Mike
man,
Tyson.
listen. There's no one bigger than you, Joe. You're the biggest person on the show, man. There's nobody bigger than you, man. Come
Hey, yo,
on.
Iron Mike, I'm going to get to it, right? I grew up tough. I grew up in the Bronx. You grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up every day for violence. I woke up every day to fight 3 dudes, 4 dudes. Like every day I got up, I left my house. My poor mother and father, they worked hard. They didn't know that I went outside for the smoke. Same thing with you, Mike. And it got to a point where I became Fat Joe the rapper, and I didn't realize that people knew I had money. So they were trying me, and I was knocking everybody out, but it was like 20 lawsuits in a row. I figured out, yo, are they really trying me, or am I the lick? Am I the guy they just fronting on? So
You're the sucker, Joe. Yes, Joe, you're the sucker. Yes.
Hey, Mike, every week growing up, I heard Mike Tyson knocked this one out in Brooklyn. Mike Tyson knocked that one out in Brooklyn.
Oh, but they never told you what I had to pay these guys, did they?
No, I knew. After I was like, damn, somebody needs to tell Mike. Yo, Mike, they were setting you up to get knocked out to get a check. Yes or no?
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I was just so caught up. I gave them the money. I was crazy when I was champ. I wasn't ready for that. It was too much for me.
Hey, Mike, let me tell you something. So they would say, because I don't think you're the most intimidating. Without a weapon, without a gun, you were by far the most intimidating, the most feared human being on
you
earth.
You really think so, Joe? Get out of here. I think I'm a wuss and stuff, man. Some of these guys.
Yo, Mike, let me tell you, yo, Mike, I thought about fighting you a lot of times. And I love you.
You want to fight me,
No,
Joe?
no, Mike. And I love you. I worship you. And I said, yo, what if Mike Tyson ever fronts on me and like I'm gonna have to fight the guy, but I know he's knocking me out cold. Like there is no, you know how many guys started with you that knew, yo, they get knocked out.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, Joe. But listen, I knocked out somebody. Listen, Joe, this is what I realized. I realized these guys were in partnership with me. These guys are nobody. These guys never had a job in their life. The next day, you know, they got $3 million, $5 million. They're bums. They're nobody, Joe. Their mothers don't even love them. And these guys are millionaires just because I had the ego and I had to knock them out in front of everybody.
Yo, I am Mike, man. Let me tell you something. I got so much to talk to you about. I'm gonna tell you a real quick story what happened to me. And you know, in the record Lean Back, I said even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. And that was because Roy Jones had got knocked out. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Iron Mike. You know where I come from the streets, and you know I'm respected like that. Your man Roy Jones really pulled up on me in the club, and he was gonna hook off on me. Like he literally came looking for me to ask me what's up with me dissing him in the fight. And I was like, holy Christ, this man, you know, Roy Jones ain't no punk, man. He came to see Fat Joe. I had 100 guys with me, Mike.
No, but he didn't understand he was about to die. That's what they don't understand sometimes. No, really, that's the real deal, Joe. That's the real deal. We get caught up. We really believe our news clipping that we're invincible and that we're the greatest fighters that ever lived. You know, And we don't know that a bat could put that in check. Forget a gun, a bat could put that in check.
No, let me tell you something. I had 100 guys. I had 100 bad guys with me that night too, Mike. And
oh, they can't wait to get a hold of them either.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Let me tell you something. Hey, Mike, I gotta give him respect for that, but it was foolish because I had 100 guys with me. Like, it wasn't gonna end nice, you know. And let me tell you something, man. I don't know if you remember. I tell this story all the time. Do you remember the time?
I'm with Fat Joe right now.
Hello? Do you remember the time, Mike, where I was at the tunnel with Big Pun, and we was about to fight some bouncers at 2 in the morning, and we turned around,
Yeah, they're just gonna chat.
it was you standing behind us at 2 in the morning, and you was like, "That's right, Pun, right, Joe? Fuck these niggas. Let's fuck them up."
I was a different kind of person back then.
Yo, Mike, you had the kufi on. You were straight from jail, and you saved our lives. You wind up chasing the bouncer.
Joe, yeah.
Yo, Mike, the bouncer was 7 foot tall. You wound up chasing him around the car in the tunnel in socks. You took the loafers off, and you chased the motherfucker ready to fuck him up.
You know, Joe, I've done a lot of ridiculous things. That's something that I'm so happy that I didn't run into a guy like you with 100 guys back then.
Now, we love you, man. I mean,
isn't that crazy, Joe, how that stuff looks fly now? But imagine if I ran into a guy like you with 100 guys. We wouldn't be having this story.
Yeah, we wouldn't. But like you said, life is life. You told me something earlier. You said, yo, Joe, what do you say, Mike? You say life is being life, and we just in life. You were saying some shit.
Life on life terms, and we just living, man.
Life on life terms, and we living. That shit is a quotable. That's the quotable of the day.
We don't even know who we are. We don't know how we got here. We just have to enjoy it, man.
I got to tell you, the first time I seen Iron Mike Tyson, I seen you on 125th and Dapper Dan. And I was still young, fat Spanish kid. I was hustling already in the streets. But I remember your neck being so big. I seen you, and I was like, yo, his neck is so big. This guy's so strong. I mean, you and Dap got so much history, man. It like, tell me what it was like, you being Iron Mike Tyson, the king of Earth from Brooklyn, going to Dapper Dan to go get those fly Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
Listen, know what was so fly about that, Joe? I would stay up there because I would go up there early in the morning. I would stay up there till nighttime, right? And I would see all the players from all over the country, Delaware, Philadelphia, everywhere, coming, all the dope dealers, all the hitmen, everybody coming to get their clothes. And that's how I got to know all those guys from all over the country. Cleveland, Philadelphia, Detroit, everybody. I saw to meet all of them. And I started going to their towns and meeting them. That's how I got close with everybody.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Dapper Dan, I've been going to Dap since I was maybe around 14 years old. Shout out to my man Gerard X Chubby Love. He introduced me to Dap. So I'm in Harlem, I'm hustling, and I see my man Chubby Love. This guy was already around 500, 600 pounds, and he had the fly Louis Vuitton shit on. And I was like, yo, my man, like, where you get that shit at? And he said, yo, that's Dapper Dan. And he brought me down to Dap. I was only like 14, and I went and got some Gucci shit, some Louis shit. And he knew how to dress you. And when I was in there, I ain't gonna lie to you, it wasn't no rap niggas. It was drug dealers. It was
in there. That's all it was in there.
It was the most dangerous niggas on earth in Dapper Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
And to this day, when I see Dap, and I'm glad that his life has changed and he's celebrated now. And I love stories.
And he looks so good. Dap looks so good, man.
Dap is so important for the culture, man. I'm going to skip, right? No, matter of fact, I'm going to stay right there. Because I used to be in the street on 132nd and Park Avenue. And I used to see this guy all the fucking time. And the nigga would ride his bike. Mitch Green with his fucking Jerry curls. No, listen. Yo, Mike, this nigga, I knew Mitch Green, okay? Like Mitch Green.
What was that like?
Oh, yo, we was like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, this is, yo, Mike, this is before he even fought you. He was like, yo, I'm a boxer, I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson. We like, yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here. He had a 40 ounce on a little 10-speed bike and shit. We were like, yo, man, Mike Tyson gonna fuck you up, my nigga. And then the guy fought you.
Listen, he rolled up on me on a bike one day. He had a bike and he rolled up on me on a bike. I said, what the fuck he can? A bike? What, a bike? This guy's you're a professional fighter. You roll up on me on a 10-speed?
Yo, nah, but this nigga was like a crackhead professional. I think he smoked crack before he fought you. That's the only reason.
He had to listen. No, it wasn't crack. It's that other stuff. What is that stuff? Angel dust. He smokes angel dust.
Yeah, he was on that dust because they used to sell the dust out there. They used to sell that Purple Rain out there in Park Ave back in the days.
And he kept hitting his head against the floor and kept getting up. I said, why did he keep getting? He was getting hit with clean shots, but he kept getting. I'm talking about the street fight. And I'm saying, damn.
Yeah, he was on angel dust.
He was taking some good shots.
Bro, I used to see this nigga every day with the Jerry curls, and I'd be like, he be talking shit. I'd be like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, my man. And yo, he fought you. And I could not believe it when you was fighting the nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga used to come every day with a 40 ounce in his hand on a bike with Jerry curls and come over here.
Hey, but corner. No, Fat Joe. He's a reverend now. He's a preacher now.
Mitch Green?
Yes, he's a preacher. He's seen the Lord, brother.
God bless my brother.
Absolutely.
Yo.
Man,
God bless.
Give him a
yo,
hug
God bless Mitch Green. Let me tell you something. I'm going to take it 2 places right here, right, Mike? One time, rest in peace, Von Zip.
Oh, man.
Legend out of Harlem, probably the flyest nigga to ever do it to me. Like me, I heard all these stories about all these other guys. But
he was off the hook.
I never seen a guy in his possibly his late 40s, 50s in a different Dawn, a Rolls Royce, a Beamer. Like, yo, this nigga was fly every day.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you a story. Right? One day, Don King came, and Don King had around $450,000, and he used that to pay off officials and shit like that, right? And one day he came in our house and stuff, and he thought he was gonna like pay us off like 150. Zip took the whole 450.
Zip took his whole shit.
The whole 450, yeah.
I mean, he better. Like, I mean, like this Von Zip. Like, nigga, give me.
Yeah,
I think Don King knew.
He said, Don, put that down, Don. We have to leave right now. And he escorted Don out and Don left the bag right there.
No, Don got to leave the bag.
Yeah,
like, he got to leave the bag.
He left
and, you know, rest in peace, my brother Von Zip. And he was the one who first got me into eating, like, not pork and eating turkey. Yeah. And he would take me downtown to the turkey shop. I'll tell you one story, and I'll get off Zip, man. Rest in peace. Was I went with him to buy a car one time, and the motherfucker, on purpose, just to show me, he paid for the car in old school 20s. You could smell like it was in the wall. Like, yo, Tyson, the shit was, it smelled like it was in the wall or buried in the backyard. On purpose, just to front on me. He was like, yo, Joe, let's go buy this car. And he paid for the shit in like 1970 money or 1980 money. And on purpose, I knew he was fronting on me. I knew I was just like,
Zip like to shit on people. He like to show people how much money he has. That's what I loved about it. But he's always willing to share it, though.
Always, man. I love Zip, man. My family, we miss him. I'm gonna tell you about how generous you are, Mike. And I think sometimes, I don't know if you look back at those times and you think you're crazy, but I remember one time I called Zip and I said, Zip, I need Iron Mike's number. And he was like, all right, no problem, Joe. So Zip gave me your number. I was in Central Park driving through, and I had that record, Y'all Wanna Live My Lifestyle. Never seen a brick, never seen a crack house. So I was calling you because I wanted to shoot the video, and I just wanted you to stand next to me like Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
and when I called you, you picked up the phone, and you was like, yo, what's up, my brother Joe? And I was like, yo, and before I could talk, you told me, yo, Joe, do you need $1 million? How much money you need, Joe? What do you need? And I was taken back from that because I was like, man, this man just offered me $1 million, and I don't want nothing. I want him to be in my video. But at that point, I said, damn, man, this guy giving everybody a bunch of money. I mean,
Joe, people gave it to me. They gave me the opportunity to get it. So what am I supposed to do with it?
Yo, but Mike, I just called you out of clear blue sky, like on a Sunday.
No,
was like,
but back then, everybody needed money, and I had the money, so I understood that.
Yo, Mike, man, you're a beautiful soul, bro. I mean, I could tell you firsthand.
Hey, listen, man, I've been called worse, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, no. We love you. I'm gonna skip all the way up and come back, but I'm gonna tell you a story, right? And Fat Joe, I go to funerals all the time, and I go whatever, and I don't cry, Mike. I'm the real deal. And the night that you lost to Evander Holyfield, I was in a house full of niggas, man. I went in that bathroom and I cried like a baby, Mike. I cried like a baby. When you lost somebody to Evander Holyfield, I went in the bathroom. I was like, I just felt like the whole hood. We took an L when I know fighting, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. But I really went to the bathroom and cried. Like, I was hurt, man.
No, but Joe, this fight is not about somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Fighting is about winning under both circumstances. Winning and losing, you both win. You learn from losing, and maybe you enhance yourself by winning. But losing is the greatest teacher of all.
Yeah, it is. It's the lesson. It's the lesson. You never lose.
Absolutely.
It's a lesson.
You know,
I am
human beings, you know, Joe, human beings are not made to be humble. They have to be humbled.
I'm gonna say back. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you answer this, right? You from Brooklyn, and Biggie and Tupac got this humongous beef going on, but you were so tight with Pac. Tell me how you became tight with Pac, and how was that relationship? Was it ever awkward because Zip was so close with Puff and Biggie? Like,
yeah, right. Wasn't it? That was really weird. I never looked at it like that. I just never thought about it like that. I just knew if I was with Tupac and Tupac was with me, he wasn't getting no drama. I just knew that. I'm talking about if he was personally hanging out, like we are personally, and people were coming, he's not getting no smoke.
Oh, no smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, Tupac, every time I saw him, he was in drama. Every time I met him a bunch of times.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's when I said, hey, listen, man. When I used to talk to him when I was in prison, I said, listen, man, it looks like you're going to be coming in while I'm going out. And that's what happened. He was just, I can't believe he was that wild.
No, that motherfucker was ahead of his time. He was wild. The way I met him, I was in a rap cypher in Atlanta with Wu-Tang and a bunch of artists that came around that time. And a nigga walked up with a red bandana with 2 guns out. And I didn't know, none of us knew who it was. And he was like, yo, what's up, crack? And I was like, looking at him, I was like, all right, what's up? Who you? And then when he pulled his shit down, it was Tupac. And that's how I met him. And I just seen him every time I saw him, he was into some shit, fucking some niggas up, doing some crazy shit. And the night, yo, the reception is getting bad. So
Is it my quality?
I want to take it to the night. Yeah, your reception is getting a little bad.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike, yeah, you gotta fix the Wi-Fi or some shit because it's getting blurry.
Is it back on?
I got a little blurry. What you can say now? What night you want to go back to the night of the fight?
Yeah, I want to get back to the night of the fight where Tupac passed away. He comes out the ring with you and he gets into the altercation. I mean, what was that like for you to hear Tupac got, murdered on the strip or shot up on the strip?
Hey, listen, right? I just think this is just my personal opinion. That stuff, and I never said that all that stuff was planned in advance, man.
Yo, Iron Mike, so you believe that all that was plotted before any fight, any shit that ever happened?
No, I believe, but I know not that, but I believe the fight was the opportunity for it to happen.
Could you elaborate? I don't understand. Like,
I just believe that was the opportunity. That was the perfect opportunity for something like that to happen.
Because everybody from all over would meet up in the same place.
Everybody knew everybody was going to be there. And the people that wasn't there because they knew who was going to be there. And we know everybody who wasn't there.
Yeah, man, that was that was sad, man, for just life, man. And then as I got older and I realized the Tupac story and how he came from the Black Panthers and his mother and his stepfather, and then I realized his music, why he has such a powerful message in his music.
You know, Tupac, this is the deal with Tupac, and this is just the real. Tupac was just a force. He was just an uncontrolled force, and that was the problem, you know? He was powerful, and no one can control him.
Yeah, he wouldn't let nobody control him. He wouldn't let nobody control him. Rest in peace, Pot. Mike, let me ask you something. I'm in there. We stuck in the house in quarantine, and we watched some shit called Tigers. What's it called, Ma? The Tigers, King of the Tigers.
The Tiger King.
The Tiger King,
The
right?
Tiger King. Yeah, but you know, I don't want to spoil it for everybody. I was riding with the nigga to the end. I ain't gonna spoil the shit for everybody. Watch it, it's interesting. But to me,
that's just the way those people are. Those people are just backstabbing people. They're just not trustworthy people.
They not trustworthy at all. It's just like disgusting. They have no loyalty, no shit.
Absolutely.
Well, Mike, what was it about you, right? Because to me, all them Tiger people was a little off or special. What was it about you that you had? How many tigers you had in your house, Mike?
I had 3 of them in my house.
White tigers. Like I used to see you in the pictures with them. And like what was it like? Was they babies? Did you raise them since they was babies?
Absolutely. I had their mother and their father.
Oh, you had the mother and father, and then they made the babies?
Yes. Yes.
You wasn't scared of these tigers, Mike?
Hey, listen, this is how it happened, Joe. I was in prison, right? And I was talking to one of my friends who I bought exotic cars from, and he was saying that one of my friends that he knew owed him some money. And he said, if he doesn't pay me any money, I'm going to take some of these cars and trade them in for some animals. I said, what kind of animals? He said, horses and stuff. And he said, Mike, they have some nice tigers and lions, too. If you got one of those, that would be so cool in your Ferrari. And I said, yeah, that would be true. I said, why don't you order me a couple when I get out? So I'll be getting out in a couple of months. I was in prison. And so when I got out, I came home, I had 2 cubs.
Yo, that's fucking crazy, Mike. Like you had tigers in your house, and then they was fully grown by the time you had. So, Mike, there's a rumor that one of them jumped over the shit and bit the neighbor's arm off or some shit.
No, Joe, that's not what happened.
Tell me what happened, Mike.
Somebody jumped over my fence where the tiger was and jumped in the inhabitant and started playing with the tiger, and the tiger didn't know the lady, so it was a bad accident.
Oh, so she jumped over the gate.
Yeah, she jumped in the property where the tiger was at.
Let me ask you a question. They sued you for that shit?
Well, they tried to until they found out that she jumped over the fence and that she trespassed with the tiger. And listen, when I saw what the tiger did to her hand, I had a lot of money back then, so I gave her $250,000, whatever it was, because she was just fucked up, Joe.
Yeah, that motherfucker took her arm off, huh?
Oh, Joe, you can't believe what they can do to a person's flesh. I had no idea.
No, I know, because out in Dubai, my little man Rashid Ben Hassan, his house is a zoo. So like when they eat dinner, you look this way, it's tigers. You look this way, it's lions. It's insane. They own a zoo, and so many animals there. Him and his father and and they put me in with a tiger. And the motherfucker, he's so big, but he's so quick. And
listen, incredibly quick for something that's 500 pounds, 600 pounds.
You are not getting away from a tiger if he wants your ass. There is no way around it.
And they kill you in like 3 seconds, so you're not gonna live long.
You know, I seen a tiger get fed. I seen a motherfucker throw like a piece of steak up to like a tree. It was like the 4th floor of a building, and the motherfucker jumped up there, hit the tree, and grabbed the steak. When I saw that, it erased every hope of me ever running away in the fucking jungle from a tiger.
No, you don't stand no chance, man. They kill you with one swing. Bow, you're dead. Your neck is broken.
So it's pretty much like Russian roulette fucking with these tigers, huh?
Hey, listen, know what I've learned? I was foolish that there's no way you're going to domesticate these cats 100%. There's no way that's going to happen.
Yo, that shit is crazy, Mike, because...
They kill you by accident. They don't even mean to kill you. They do it by accident. They're too strong.
Yeah, I'm sure they killed motherfuckers and was looking at their owner like, yo, what happened? Why he ain't getting up? They just don't realize they're like a fucking truck.
No, especially when you're playing rough with them. You're punching them back and they're getting hyped back and they hit you back and you're dead.
Yo, Mike, you was boxing with the motherfuckers, huh? Like you was.
Oh, I loved them. I used to sleep with them. They were my. I'm just happy I educated myself. It was late, but I've educated myself that I was doing the wrong shit. I shouldn't have had them in my house. I shouldn't have had them domesticated. At least believing that they were domesticated. I was wrong.
No way in the world. Yo, Mike, let me tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you a funny, this just a funny story. This ain't disrespect. But I remember one time you invited me to your house. And so I'm like, I'm going to Iron Mike's house.
You remember that, Joe?
Yo, do you remember? So you opened the door, Mike. You was ass naked opening the door, my nigga. And I was like, yo, Mike, what the fuck, B? Like, wait,
that's
you was
because
like,
I knew you had Remy Ma with you.
yo, Mike.
I knew you had Remy with you. And she wasn't married back then. So and neither was I.
Hey, yo, Mike, you opened the door ass naked. I'm like, yo, Champ, man. Come on, Champ, with that shit. You said, no, Joe.
I wanted Remy to see what I was made of back then.
Oh, my God. Yo, Mike, let me tell you something. Hold up, yo, Remy.
Hey, I'm only playing. I wasn't married.
I know you're playing. I know, but yo, Mike, let me tell you something. I'm like, yo, Champ, put the fucking towel on, man. We not doing this, man. And you was like, yo, Joe, I'm a boxer, nigga. You know, we don't.
Oh, man.
Yo, and let me tell you, you wasn't married, but I'm gonna tell you some shit. You gave me a tour of the house. Every fucking room had a chick in the jacuzzi, in another thing. Yo, I could not believe this shit, Mike. Like, every room we went to, I was like, oh my God, this is. Hey, yo, Mike, every fucking room. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I was young at one time, Joe. At one time, I was young, Joe. I was young.
Oh, yo, Iron Mike, yo, I could not believe the shit. And I remember you said, could I go there or leave this story alone?
Hey, I'm a little nervous now.
All right, fuck it then. Fuck it, I ain't going there. They heard enough. Hey, yo, Mike, they heard enough. Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man.
I love you, Joe.
Hey, yo, Mike, you crazy. Let me tell you something. Two nights ago, I had Amber Rose on the Fat Joe show.
Oh, man.
No.
They won't even let her be on my show, man. Why don't they let people like that on my show? I get mystics, I get politicians, I get superstars, I get billionaires. I don't get no chicks.
No, I'm going to set it up. I know her well.
Thank you very much, Joe.
No, I got you. You know you my brother.
Me and I'm a pretty cool and stuff, but she never wanted to be on. I never had opportunity.
No, I set it up. I got the hookup. But check this shit out, yo, Mike. She was on here, you know, she just got tattoos on her face and shit. And I was like, yo, Amber, what the fuck? You got tattoos on your... This girl, one of the most beautiful girls in the world. And then it led me to think, you the first motherfucker I know in the hood with a tattoo on your face. And I'm saying...
Well, Joe, I'm the first real unadulterated savage you really ever met. You know, you just don't know that yet.
No, I know that.
You know, really.
No, Mike. I know. I'm not confused, Mike.
So I think our face is like our tattoo. I think we're all tribal, and I think that's our instinctive, ancient instincts to tattoo our face and our bodies.
So you said to yourself, you just woke up one day and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a tattoo on my face."
Exactly, 100%.
That's it. You just said, "Yo, let me go get a tattoo. I don't give a fuck."
No, I did it from a spiritual perspective.
Every time I see you talk like if we come from a different life or we're passing through, and somehow you damn near are a philosopher.
No, that's not true. We are just passing through, but on our journey passing through, we start to reflect on our past that we can't understand.
Like me, I get scared when I'm by mountains and I see big birds, and I swear to God, in my last life, fucking, I must have died by some mountains and some birds fucking pick my shit or something. I don't like the shit. Like,
no, maybe you were in the mountain when before in another life.
Real shit. Like, I swear to God.
No, really. Imagine we come back and we're reborn the rock or something, and we're watching the world go by.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you come back and you born like my dog, that motherfucker eat filet mignon all day, and I rub his fucking stomach for 5 hours straight every day. He got a sweet life.
Yeah. You never know. He could have been one of our grandparents or something. We don't know.
Man, yo, Iron Mike, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, I mean, this guy, Big Fendi, fabulous manager, keeps hitting me every 10 seconds telling me to tell you, what's up, Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah, listen, I used to live, me and him used to live in the same building in the 70s.
Big Fendi?
Yeah, what do you mean Big Fendi? I knew Big Fendi when he was in his mother's belly.
I mean,
What do you mean?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I know his mother, Brenda. What do you mean Big Fendi? I know little Eric.
You know little Eric. Eric
Yeah.
B is on the check-in. Eric B is hitting you up right now. Be Real from Cypress Hill. Everybody loves you. Everybody's checking in. Yo, Iron Mike, let me tell you something.
You know Fendi, can I say Fendi, I've known Fendi. He's the oldest person I've known in my life that's still alive.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
No,
I know Fendi.
I think of him every day. I think about him. Just because of that. Forget of what he's doing now. Just because I knew him when he was a little snotty nose little baby. I knew him like this.
You know, that's how Melly Mel and Mr. Ness and all them know me. They know me as Little Angel, not Fat Joe. To this day, when they see me, they call me Little Angel.
I know they're so proud of you, too. They must be so proud.
Oh, no, they're proud of me. But, yo, Mike, you know how I give it up to you. I grab Melly Mel in the corner, and I tell him how much I love him every second. When I'm at a party with Melly Mel and the OGs, I'm in their ear like, yo, I fucking love you. I fucking worship you. You're the greatest. You know, when I was a kid, I tell them all, I give it up. I give it up. Eric B, same thing. Cypress Hills is in the check and Be Real. I mean, to be honest with you, as a rap guy, being a Latino coming up in the game, they were the only guys I really, really rated on that level. Besides Tito from the Fearless Four, but you know, Cypress Hills, they the guys. You know, like I really. You know, we modeled ourselves after them.
Do you remember the Latin quarters? You don't remember Latin quarters in '85.
Bro, I remember the Latin quarters. I remember Roxy. I remember all that shit. I was actually too little. Let me tell you something. When I got cut in my neck, I was in Studio 54. I was 14. I don't know how they let me in that shit. And I had mad jury on, Dapper Dan shit. And it was like 30 niggas. And they want to rob me. But, you know, I'm crazy. But I didn't know nobody in there, so I wound up fighting like 30 motherfuckers. They never got the jury, but they cut my whole neck open. But, you know, thinking about now, my daughter's 13. I was like, what the fuck I was doing 14 years old in grown men fucking clubs and shit.
That's what we did, Joe. Joe, that's what we did. That's what we did, Joe. Joe, listen, one day when my mother saw me fighting this man, can't understand why I was fighting this grown man. I was 10 years old. And I'm fighting the guy like 21. She understand why? And I'm saying, why he didn't pay me my money when I hit my number. She didn't understand what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah, you gave him $1 and you wanted your $800 for the bolita, nigga. Like, yo, you need your money.
Yeah, I hit a number. He said, I'm not paying you. And I was fighting him over that. Can you
know, my whole life, Mike, was built off courage. And while you telling me this, we're going to go into some shit. I remember, I left my mother's house when I was 14 and I was hustling in the street. And I had a girl live next to me. Her name was Little Maria. She was like my sister. She was going out with this dude. He was a killer. I'll tell him. His name was Monkey Face. I'll just leave it at that. And he was way older than me. And, you know, them niggas had cars, all type of shit. They was killing everything. They was from Southern Boulevard. And one day, he heard I was hustling, and the nigga said, yo, give me a pack. I'll move it for you. It was like $500. So I gave it to him. He comes back like a couple of days later, and I'm like, yo, Monkey, what's up? And he was like, he come out the building. I'm like, yo, Monkey, what's up? I was like, yo, Monkey, you got my money? He said, your money? Nigga, you dead on that fucking money. You crazy, nigga? And I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm a baby, Mike. I'm 14. He was like, yo, you dead on that shit. Nigga, you ain't getting that money back. So then he's walking away down the block. He's getting smaller and smaller, Mike. And I'm just telling myself, man, you pussy, man. You's a punk, nigga. Like, so the motherfucker like a block away. I'm like, yo, Monkey. He turns around. What the fuck you want, nigga? I run all the way down the block. Man, I punched that nigga in his face so hard, Mike. I fucked that nigga up, 14 years old. I was stomping the nigga out like, I mean, I think life is all about courage, man. Shout out Mo Landry on the check. Life is about courage, and like you said, there's no failures. God is always preparing us. You know, I used to get beat up every day in junior high school by 20 niggas every day.
I know that feeling, Joe. I know that feeling.
And it was, I mean, every day. I don't have a picture from Thanksgiving or Christmas without a black eye or a big lip. And I would come outside every day. They would laugh, oh, Joey's going to get beat up again, 3 o'clock. But I would come out and I punch the toughest motherfucker in his face, then get pound the fuck out. You know, but it prepared me to be Joey Crack. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I found out about life, Joe? And I found out this about people. When they see you fight back, they help. If you don't fight back, they won't help you.
That is a fact. That is a fact. That's the rule of life since day one in the hood. I'm not defending nobody that won't defend themselves.
Exactly, 100%.
And I hope nobody lets me down because I'm like, damn, bro, like you got to defend yourself. You know, some guys, they cowards and they won't defend themselves. And in fact, even I knew a guy named, I'm going to tell you his name too. I haven't seen him in years. His name was Danny Loco. Now, Danny Loco was like a fake Scarface nigga from my hood. He get money and he was well respected, but he had no hands, Mike. He could not fight for nothing. But I tell you, Mike Tyson, he would swing on you in front of the building. Like, this nigga knew he was losing. Like, there's a 1,000,000% he's losing to everybody. He got no hands. But if you front on him, he'll swing on you. Like, no matter what. And then you knew, yo, Danny Loco got fucked up again. But you be like, yo, that nigga hook off on anybody. He's not a coward. He's not pussy. You know what I'm saying?
I know a guy like that, too. I know a guy, he'll fight anybody, but he never wins.
He'll never win. He'll never win, but he'll punch a nigga in the face and get pounded out.
Tough, too. Yeah, I know those guys.
And you respect him. You're like, damn, nigga, Danny about to catch an L again. I'll tell you a crazy story, right? One time I was here.
You're going back to the real ghetto movies. Your
Hey, Mike, I'm trying to give him the real. When I talk to Mike,
you can't help him because your friend's beating him up.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
I know.
Yo, Mike, I'll tell you this one time, man. Mike, I'm chilling. I'm in Miami. We got big money. We out here stunting one of these weekends. Everybody was out here. I'm Fat Joe already, big TS chain. I got the drop top, the Bentley Azure. We got a couple of them. And I'm drinking, and I don't drink like that. I don't drink like that, but that night I was twisted. So I have an argument with my dudes, and I say, yo, I'm out. And I jump in the whip, and I drive by myself, maybe 3, 4 in the morning, right? And I pull up at a light. And when I pull up at a light, I hear this dude, he's waiting across the street, and the nigga said, man, I should take that nigga's chain.
About you?
About me. Yo, Mike. So I turn around, and I could be like all these other rap niggas and ignore it and just drive off. But I get up and like, nigga, who the fuck you talking to, nigga? Like, what? He's like, yo, I'm talking to you. I pull a whip over, right? So I wrap up the TS chain, the big shit. I got from Jacob the Jeweler, this big shit. Shout out Pristine. Pristine's my jewelers now, but back in the day. So the nigga big. So I'm tipsy. So he walk up to me, and I hit him as hard as I can, Mike, as hard as I can. And the motherfucker laugh at me. And I wake up, and I said, holy shit, Joe, wake up. Fuck this drunk shit. You about to get fucked up, and then nigga gonna take your chain. And so I get it in with the nigga. We getting it in. But luckily for me, the crew ain't let me down, and the cavalry came. And let's just call him Purple Face. That was his name. That was the joke of all a lifetime, was we call this nigga Purple Face. But yo, let me tell you something, Mike. Motherfuckers will challenge you out there. They will challenge you out there, and you know you gotta have your A game. And
I just don't give up that kind of energy no more. I don't think. You know, when I was young, I used to get that energy. I just don't give it up off no more.
Well, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We the OGs. We gotta live our life happy. Niggas know when we was giving it up like that, we was giving it up. So, and we'll still fuck you up on a given night, but we chilling. We leave that for the young boys that they you know, this is their time. This is their time to go. Yeah, my brother Eve Rivera, man, who video director, now he's shooting power. He told me to ask you about Boy George. You remember Boy George on the streets?
Yeah, I remember all those guys. I remember him. And man, what was the other guy he was with? What was
He
the
used
guy?
to be with Ice. He used to be with
Yeah.
Ice.
What was the Asian guy though? Peter Shue. He was with Peter Shue and all
Peter
those
Shue
guys.
had all the parties uptown in Harlem and all that.
You know, there's no doubt Boy George is a serious person. That's I don't get from his friends or his enemies. He was respected. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Boy George was you know, I'll tell you a funny story. My story with Boy George. So I'm tearing up the Bronx, 14, 15. My age group, my weight class, I'm killing. I'm Saddam Hussein out there in the Bronx. Every part of the Bronx know my work. Like, I'm going crazy out there. Joey Crack, Terror Squad. And, you know, that's when I started hustling. And one time I'm on Brook Avenue, and the guy owed me like $100, so I'm chasing him around the car, beating him up. And then, like, 3 days later, so a car pulls up, a truck pulls up, and they see me beating up the guy. The guy pulls out. I don't really see his face. Then I'm in Cortland Ave, another side of the Bronx, and another dude fucked up like $100 or whatever, and I'm pounding him out, right? So then his name was Oogie. I'm sorry, Billy Blanc, I'm saying his name. Fuck it, man. But, you know, so I'm pounding him out. He owes me money. And out of nowhere is at night, there's a dude standing there, and he's like, yo, man, who the fuck is this little fat nigga, man? I'm tired of this nigga. So I look up. It's the same nigga who I seen in the truck. So I'm like, my man, what the fuck is up with you? And he said, nigga, I kill your family. Like, people didn't used to talk like that. So I'm only 14 years old, 15. I'm like, what? He's like, yo, I kill his family. So the guys who I'm chasing grabs me like, no, it's Boy George. It's Boy George. No, like, no, like.
Yo, listen, Joe, right? Those guys, for some reason, when Scarface came out, those guys really wanted to live that life.
I wanted to live that life.
The rap.
I wanted to live that life. My best friend ever in life, his name is Tony Montana. He's dead. And you know, I would have finished that story, but I remember one time we got his name was Tony Montana, right? So my best friend ever, we used to call him Tony Montana. And I remember one time we got arrested by the cops, 42nd Precinct. And this man sat, they had us like in front of this desk, you know, handcuffed. And this man kicked his feet on top of the detective's desk and told the nigga, I am Tony Montana. You will be working in Alaska in the morning when this, in real life, I said, oh my fucking God. Like, you know, I'm sitting on the side. Oh, we gonna get our ass whipped in this motherfucker. And I'm telling this nigga like, yo, is you fucking crazy? Like, yo, you are not Tony Montana from the movie, nigga. This is real life. We gonna get fucked up in this motherfucker by these cops, man. Oh, man. Yo, I am Mike. I'm gonna let you go, man. I can keep you here forever, my brother. One question I want to ask is the most, shout out Lauren Ridinger on the check-in, the most expensive shit you ever bought in your life. I remember, I think you had a fight in the UK or some shit, and you bought some shit out of this world. Like, I mean, what is the craziest shit you ever bought in your life? A gift or something to yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. I buy crazy. Look, I might buy a watch for $4 million, $2 million, something like that. But that's just, I don't know. But I never bought a really gift that, like a great house. I bought a house probably for $3 million or $4 million. But I never bought really like a great house. I just bought ridiculous stuff.
I got this one question for you. I got this one question for you. I never understood why you chose to co-sign Cannabis in a battle with LL Cool J. Cause you from LL's era. What was there?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, listen, I don't know what the fuck happened with that shit. I don't know. I was just got in the middle. I got involved with shit I didn't know I was getting involved with back then.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
it wasn't like you had a personal problem with LL. You was just
fuck no, he wasn't my best friend. But when I did that, oh man, he wanted to kill me.
yo. Of course, man. You don't know.
Oh, he almost wanted to kill me. Almost wanted to shoot me. I said, "That's serious." Yeah, it was. This I realized this stuff was serious then.
Man, let me tell you something. I was so you were just doing it. Fuck it. I'm gonna hype this shit
Fucking
up.
around, yeah. I'm just fucking around getting in a video. I didn't know this guy was gonna kill me after this video.
Yo, Mike, man, let me tell you something. You can't do no wrong in my eyes. And let me tell you something. I went and I was so hurt when you chose cannabis side because you know LL, that's my idol. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I remember LL. You know,
Yeah,
LL,
I remember Heavy D came and said, "Mike, what the fuck are you doing, man?" I said, "What?" He's like, "You fucking took it inside." I said, "What? Fuck, I didn't know what the fuck I did."
Yo, Heavy D, man, that's another. Yo, Heavy D, man, he's one of my idols. He influenced me, Biggie, Pun, and I remember I became really good friends with him in real life. And this was somebody I used to really worship before I even rap. Like I used to try to dance and dress like Heavy D.
Heavy was a fly guy.
Stupid fly, and he always kept a fly
brother.
chick with him to the day
Fly
he died.
brother.
I remember I walked in Mr. Chow, and I can't tell you who. It was a famous actress chick, and she was all on his shoulder. And I was like,
knew what he
damn,
wanted
Heavy
in
D
life.
is like
You know,
that?
Heavy was one of those guys that knew what he wanted in life. He knew what he wanted from life.
Bro, I'm telling you, maybe a month before he passed away, rest in peace, Dwight Heavy D, I seen him in Mr. Child in Beverly Hills. He had one of the top actresses you ever seen in your life on his arm. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Heavy was the man. Heavy was the overweight lover, yes.
he was the overweight lover. I used to go to the rooftop and see him.
Right.
You know, I used to see him out there in the rooftop in Harlem. I used to see him in all these parties, man, and I used to just admire him from far and be like, yo, one day I'm going to be like him.
Hey, listen, me and Heavy was very close friends. When I used to be in prison, he used to always come visit me. And I remember one day one of his dancers had died in Indianapolis, and that's why he hated going there.
Oh, one of his dancers died over there?
I believe he got into an accident or something over there.
Yeah, one of his brothers. He had like two brothers, Heavy D and the
Troy,
boy.
I think it's Troy or something.
Trouble T. Roy.
Yeah.
Troy, Trouble T. Roy. Shout out to Pete Rock and the whole family. CLC.
And the whole crew, yeah. Heavy family, everybody.
Money earned in Mount Vernon.
All,
you know what I'm saying?
hey.
Hey, yo, Iron Mike, man, I appreciate you.
No, thank you very much to be able to voice this stuff out and talk about stuff.
Hey, yo, Mike, let me tell you, we do this for the people every night at 8 o'clock. You know, we have nothing but the biggest and the best. When I hang up with you, I'm going to let some people get on and talk. Some regular people from the hood, from all over, because we try to give them all a platform. Today, me and you, we jump right at it. You know, I love you. I don't just love you. I worship you. You everything,
brother.
You everything to me and my generation. You everything to us, man. And I just want to let everybody know how much I love you, man, and how much I appreciate you and your spirit and your family. And God bless you.
Thank you. And by you doing so good, the way you're doing now makes me feel so good as well. Thank you.
I am Mike. I love you, man. Peace, baby.
Love.
Love. Oh, wow. Woo!